Hey, welcome to The Explainer. If you're learning German, I'm willing to bet you've hit that classic wall trying to say something super simple like, I am reading. You go looking for the German ing and poof, it's not there. Well, today we're going to crack that puzzle for good.
So let's just dive right in. You want to say what you're doing right this second. In English, no problem, I am reading. But how do you get that same in-the-moment vibe in German? It feels like there should be a straightforward answer, doesn't it?
Well, here's the big secret. The spoiler alert right up front, there is no ing form. That's right. There's no standard to be plus verb ing structure. Ich bin lesend. It's just not a thing in everyday German. But here's the best part. This is actually fantastic news for you. So I want you to completely reframe how you think about this. That missing ing form, it's not a flaw. It's not something the language forgot. It's a feature. It's a design choice that actually makes things a whole lot easier once you get the hang of it. Think about it like this. German is just being way more efficient. It doesn't make you learn a completely separate verb tense just to say something is happening right now. And that means one less conjugation table you have to memorize, which, let's be honest, is always a win. Okay, so if there's no ing, how in the world do you actually say what you're doing in this very moment? The solution is, believe it or not, incredibly simple and elegant. Let's break it down. You see, the German simple present, the Präsens, it does double duty. The sentence ich lese can mean I read, as a general habit, or it can mean I am reading right now. Same for spielt. So how do you know which one it is? Context is your new best friend. It does all the heavy lifting and tells everyone exactly what you mean. Okay, I can already hear you asking, but what if the context isn't enough? What if I really need to stress that I'm doing something right this second? That's a perfect question, and German has a really slick little toolkit for exactly this problem. You do it with adverbs. Simple as that. Instead of changing the verb, you just pop in a little word to add that emphasis. The absolute best one, your new go-to, is gerade. It perfectly captures that right now feeling. Jetzt and im Moment work great too. And look at how perfectly this works. Ich lese ein Buch ist totally correct, but ich lese gerade ein Buch makes it crystal clear that this action is happening now. It removes any doubt. It's just a little boost for emphasis, not some complicated grammatical rule you have to follow. All right, so we've cracked the present tense. Awesome. But what about all those other times you'd use ing in English? Like saying, I was reading or I will be working. Well, you're about to see that the same beautifully simple logic applies here too. For the past, German just sticks with its standard past tenses, the Präteritum or the perfect. A sentence like ich las or ich habe gelesen can mean both I read and I was reading. It all just depends on the story you're telling. So how do you provide that story, that context? Well, you pull another tool out of your kit, conjunctions. These little connecting words like als for when and während for while are perfect for showing that one action was in progress when another one interrupted it. Let's look at this example. Ich las, als du anriefst. See that? That one little word, als, does all the work. It's the glue that connects the two events and shows that the reading was the background action when the phone rang. It's so simple, so elegant, and no ing verb in sight. And for the future? You're probably guessing the pattern by now. It's the same efficient logic. The standard future tense, ich werde arbeiten, easily covers both I will work and I will be working. The context fills in the details about whether it's an ongoing thing. And if you really want to make it clear that an action will be in progress in the future, you just drop in a time phrase. Morgen diese Zeit, tomorrow at this time. That little phrase sets the scene perfectly, telling us that at that specific future moment, the action of working will be happening. Okay, so we know the right way to do things. Now let's talk about what not to do. Let's quickly go over a few of the most common traps, because avoiding these will instantly make your German sound way more natural. This right here is the #1 trap. You have to resist the urge to translate word for word from English. Ich bin lesend might seem like it makes sense, but to a native speaker, it just sounds, well, wrong. You want to stick with the simple and clean ich lese, and only add gerade if you really need to emphasize the right now. And just two other quick pitfalls. First, don't start sprinkling gerade into every single sentence. It's for emphasis, it's not the default. And second, and this one is so important, never fall into the trap of thinking German can't express this idea. It absolutely can.
It just uses a different, smarter, more context-driven toolkit to get the job done.
All right, let's bring this all home. The goal here isn't just to memorize a couple of rules. It's about adopting a whole new mindset, to actually start thinking in German without constantly trying to find a place to stick that English ing.
So here it is, your new German toolkit, in 3 simple steps. Number 1, and this is the most important, just trust the context. Let it do the work for you. Step 2, if you really need that extra clarity, add an adverb like gerade. In step 3, for past events, use conjunctions like als and während to show that overlap. That's it. That is the whole game plan.
Seriously, this is the main thing I want you to walk away with. Just embrace the simplicity of it all. Instead of worrying about some missing form, I want you to celebrate the fact that German just gave you one less thing you have to conjugate. Let the situation and the words around it paint the picture.
By letting go of that need for an ing, you're not just learning a grammar rule, you are taking a massive step toward actually thinking in German. So the next time you want to say what you're doing, don't search for a direct translation. Just ask yourself, is the context enough? Making that little shift is the real key to sounding natural.